Hey, what's going on, guys? Noscope has Naughty here, and today I want to do an untraditional video, and I want to talk about the some symbolism, more or less the symbol of the skull. Um, on Google, the skull is defined as a framework of bone or cartilage enclosing the brain of a vertebrate, the skeleton of a person's or animal's head. So I went on obsessed with skulls.com, and this is what I got from this website. Most commonly seen as a representation of death and mortality. Other uses: to invoke, call on fear or caution, to celebrate the memory of the dead. 3. As a means of obtaining good luck or avoiding bad luck. 4. As a symbol for toughness, machoism, courage, bravery, or indifference to death and danger. 5. As a symbol of nonconformity, free thinking, and rebelliousness. And 6. As pure decoration. But there was other stuff on there that I didn't want to put on, but you guys can check it out. I'll put a link in the description so you can check out the website for yourself. Um, we know that the Waffen SS pirates and the Aztecs used the skull and crossbones symbol. Like we see it all the time everywhere. Like it's on clothing, it's on like a bunch of stuff, and it's interesting like why anyone used that. Also like the 32nd degree, Masons, like they use that. The fucking Skull and Bone Society. Um, across a mark, object, or figure formed by two short intersecting lines or pieces. A plus or an X. That's the noun. The verb: passing in opposite or indifferent direction, semicolon, intersect. The adjective is defined as annoyed. Um, so, I had a question. I was like, oh, skulls, they're a representation of death. So, what would happen to, a person? Like, what happens to your body when you see another person die? Or when someone's, exposed to death? So, I found this article on www.ranker.com by Jeff Richard, and it says, what I got from it is, do you know what happens after witnessing a death? There have been stories about side effects of witnessing a shooting or other events similarly traumatic. There are psychological effects, long-term concerns, stress, nightmares, and mood swings. Keith Humphrey, a psychiatry professor, says, quote, the act of disassociating from realities of witnessing death is common, unquote. So, what I figured is, what comes up along with, the subject in general is, I guess, fear, fight or flight, or PTSD. And, what I figured out is that, when people perceive something as a threat, the amygdala, it's like a gland in the neocortex. Don't quote me on that. Shuts off rational analyzing and thinking. So basically, it's just like fight or flight, but I feel like that's like basically how fear affects the brain. Like, I'll put a bunch of videos in the description below because, you know, who else uses the cross? The hospital, the Iron Cross, the Knights Templar, the Nazis, do not enter signs, the Roman numeral for 10, and the multiplication symbol. Skull and Bones. Freemasons arrived in America in the 1730s. The Skull and Bones are also known as the 32nd degree. Skull and Bones going on since 1832. Foundations, Yale University. Ron Rosenbaum would hear tales of screams coming from the tombs. You'd hear tales of there would also be people hearing tales of people laying in coffins with like dead bodies. The society apparently worshipped skulls. So like, yeah, that's all I really have for you guys like today. Fucking I hope you guys enjoy that. I think it's really weird because, you know, how much